was an ambush.
How many did you save?
Just.
And you lost.
But the only way we go home.
How's everybody doing? My name is the Movie Guru, and today we are blessed to have a very, very special guest on the Movie Guru show. Please help me welcome Elizabeth Moy.
Thank you for having me.
Listen, it is great to talk to you. You are probably the last cast member I have to talk to on my list, right? Of my favorite characters on the show that I just wanted to speak to and talk about. I put some pictures here behind me of what I thought were some of my favorite moments of your character. It just really just developed into this person that you watch every week, and you're like, the person just gets more and more interesting and has more and more of a bigger role. So can you talk a little bit about just your experience in playing Tian Chen?
I love Tian Chen, and I keep telling John, the writer, even though he didn't know me when he wrote Tian Chen, I feel
Mm,
like he's writing my life. And
yeah.
there's so much about Tian Chen that is either my part of my life, or I've seen it, or I experience it, or it's part of my parents' life.
Hmm.
So it's it's amazing that I get to be able to bring her to life. And I'm just so fortunate, and I'm so grateful for all of you and all the few viewers to support and to be connected with Tian Chen. Thank you.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great point. You are that character, and that character is you. And then also, I don't know if you know, you're also all our moms too, right? I mean, the comfort that you give, just on screen, we can really feel that, when you come through, just the little things that you do or the way you say things. So it's amazing to watch you. But I do have one question though.
Hmm.
How are you cooking all that food? Right?
Is,
Pancakes.
isn't that amazing? That's why I spend so much time in the diner, right? So and then, she just so
Hmm.
multitask,
Yeah, yeah.
right? She
Hmm.
can do a lot of stuff, and then she can
Hmm.
still go out and have fun and
Hmm.
play. And yeah, no, she's my model.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we laugh and joke about just, Tien pulling out the pancakes, and this making all the food. I don't know, you probably seen a couple memes out there just about Tien's kitchen, and it has definitely been interesting to see what you were going to bring out next. And I always point out this picture here behind me where they had, but you gotta make do in Fromville, right? And we love the ingenuity. And we love the ingenuity in front of the diner and then behind the diner, because what the fans on YouTube have come up with is that Tien is one of the most important characters on the show. Some of
Oh,
the
thank you.
biggest revelations came from the diner, right? I mean, from the symbol, right? From things going on with Sarah, from you showing the book to Jade, right? And
Mm.
so, what was one of your favorite moments from either season one or season two?
Oh, you know what? I have so many moments that I love and I like. Um, uh, it's so hard to pick just one,
There's one.
but I would have top three would be the scene where I told Jay not to complain.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, that
That's
was.
yeah, that's one of my top.
He
And
hasn't complained since then. You know that, right?
I know. It just, he's like a child. He wants to, see how far he can push.
Hmm.
And Tian Chen is just, you know what, this is it, right? And
Hmm.
you can't cross that. And so
Yeah.
I think he gets it. And so
Hmm.
him and Tian Chen are very much um, good for each other.
Yeah.
And then there's another scene that it's heavier. It's probably the one I told Sarah how she took things away from
Yeah.
me,
Hmm.
and uh, uh, and still be able to, because that scene, it's portrayed two opposite ends, like
Mm,
Tian Chen has deep love for her, but also there's so much pain that she created
yes.
that just, there's no meeting point anymore. So that makes that relationship very interesting. And I think I must have to say another one that I really like is the one with Harold,
Hmm.
when he was trying to explain to me why he kept the secret
Sarah.
about
Yeah.
Sarah from
Hmm.
from me. So even though I don't think I have any dialogue in that scene, but there's a lot of emotion that went on, and I just love that interaction with Harold.
Yeah. Those were definitely some top tier scenes, and I think that's one thing that the fans have really gravitated to, just those moments, right? Like you said, there wasn't much dialogue, but we could feel it, we could see it, and it was just like, we felt it coming from the chemistry that you guys have on the cast and on screen. So yeah, that's great. And so we do a lot of theorizing as well on my channel, right? And there's been some theories about you too. I don't know what about your character, that she's that she sometimes might know just a little bit more than she puts on, right? Like you said, you said some things with Jade. I mean, she literally flicked the light bulb on, right? And that changed the direction of the entire town, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether the diner is open, and I'm sure what's on the menu can change everybody's mood, right? And so just how is it? How does it feel? And what type of preparation do you have to go into, playing that type of role that has so much, I guess, influence?
Um, that's a good question. I think I approach all my scenes very, shall I say, thoroughly. I'm actually an overthinker, and pretty much, a lot of my scenes, I prep to the T, and but what I learned on set is, even though I prepare all the scene to the T, and with the I dotted and stuff, but I still have to be open to see
Hmm.
what the director wants, and to see what what direction the notes will be.
Hmm.
So I've learned that, and it's I think in all the scenes there's, either we physically, I have to prep to see, where everything is. And then also emotionally, I have to prep all my
Hmm.
emotion to cover all my grounds. And so that, on set, when I'm on the set, and when the things are, because then things are placed differently, right,
Hmm.
from my practice. So I just have to, see where everything is, and have it in my mind. And there's one scene, I know that this is not the scene that you were talking about, but there's one scene where I think Sarah already disappeared. He already killed off people, and she disappeared, and I was in the diner with, I don't remember which one now, with some of Kenny, and maybe with some of the kids. And I was folding her
Hmm.
apron. And I remember in my preparation, I already know that, there's a certain way that Tin Chen would fold. And so once I get on set, I make sure that I do that repeatedly before I shoot the scene. That
Hmm.
it's in my body, it's in my blood, it's in my vein, how I do certain things. Because in real life, I'm a OCD. I truly am OCD. There's room for everything, and there's a way to fold things, right? And so I just have to make sure I go through all that before we shoot.